What's going on, folks? So today I'm going to be checking out the brand new single here from the band Skull and Crossbones. The name of this song is Echoes of Eternity. I'm very curious about this. I enjoyed their previous album. In particular, I really loved the song Sun Gazer, which was actually the title track. But yeah, so I'm looking forward. We got new music here. They have a new album on the horizon coming soon. So yeah, but until then, we got this new song to listen to. So let's just jump on in and check it out. Rangers, go. Man, I love that main guitar riff. It's kind of like an old school heavy thrash metal sort of vibe. It really just kind of makes you want to move, and it just is really engaging and energetic and ripping. It just really it gets you pumped. So yeah, I love that. And one thing I thought was really, really cool about this song is how it weaves very, very well that kind of frenetic sort of energy in that heavy thrash metal sort of vein with some nice like melodic kind of stuff. So it really has a nice balance there. It's not like balls to the wall, like from the beginning all the way to the end. I mean, it keeps the pace moving, but you have those moments, but then you have those nice kind of melodic moments. They're almost like a breather, and you get caught up in the melodies and stuff, and then it starts ripping again. So I just thought that was balanced really, really well. So, you have that main guitar riff, which is sick, and how the song starts out. The guitar work in general was really solid. That riff, the solo was cool. But yeah, so you have that, and then you get into the verses, and one thing I really love about the verses is, well, first and foremost, the vocalist. I mean, great voice. I really, really enjoyed. I mean, he's got a killer range. And one thing that I really thought was awesome that he did was there in the verses, which I almost think I like the verses more than the chorus, to be honest. But I'll get to the chorus shortly. But there in the verses, I mean, his vocal delivery is so dynamic. I mean, it's moving all around. Like it's really, really tight. And that kind of sounded like a goose, what I just did. Oh, God. But anywho, he sounded much better than that. But he just really has a really awesome, just dynamic approach where it's not these kind of basic verse melody or anything where it just kind of stays the same or whatnot. He really, really takes a lot of liberties with his approach as far as the pitch and again, just his delivery. And it was just awesome. Like, I just loved those verses. They just had so much character and personality put into them because of just the vocalist and what he did there. So love those verses. Just killer job on those verses. And then you get the chorus, and it's funny because the chorus is kind of where things first get a bit more melodic. You have the ripping nature and stuff, and then the verses are kind of frenetic and else, with the vocal delivery as well. But then you get the chorus, and it takes a more melodic approach to it, not as frenetic or anything. And the first time I heard the chorus, I part of me was thinking, it feels like this chorus is a little bit too by the book or like by the numbers or something. Like you have so much dynamic personality in that main riff and then in the verses, and then you get that chorus, and it doesn't have that same kind of movement that the verses do. So I was thinking to myself, it just feels like it's a little bit too static, almost like it just doesn't capture that same sort of spirit that the rest of the song did. But then you get those verses again, killer. I love what he does with his voice there. Anywho, I think you all know by now, I love those verses. But then the second time that chorus hit, it hit different. Like it connected when I was listening to it much better, and I just got sucked into it. And I was like, you know what? This is pretty tight. Like, it's pretty cool. It has a very nice melody. It's very engaging to the listener, very, sing-alongable. I know that's not a word, but y'all know what I mean. And it just kind of like the spark got lit that time for me as the listener. And then when I heard the final chorus, I was just all in. I just really like that melody. And again, it's just that nice balance. And maybe that's what threw me off first, is the frenetic energy, and then that shift to the chorus. But the second time every subsequent time after the first time, it just worked. And so I think it's really well done. And again, I was much more engaged with it, and I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed the melody and all that. So I kind of had that shift as far as my feelings on the chorus. So, but at the end of the day, I really enjoyed it and thought it was a really nice kind of movement from like I said before, the frenetic energy into that, and it's just nice melody, and the vocals are stellar. And then the bridge was cool because it's not quite like a breakdown per se, but you have like kind of these very deliberate sort of guitar riffs, very rhythmic guitar riffs, and then the vocals that melody there is also just very kind of rhythmic. So it gives a little bit of that headbanging sort of vibe to it because of that rhythm. And then, and again, it's kind of deliberate. It's not as frenetic or anything, but it gives you that headbanging, fist pumping kind of moment. And then the solo kicks in. The guitars start like kind of ripping again. The drums pick up, which I thought the drums did a really good job conveying the energy of each section. You know, sometimes more speedy, other times more deliberate. Just really helped with that energy in each section of the song. But then when the guitar solo and stuff kicks in, the drums pick up, the guitars start going, and it just picks up that frenetic energy. And then you get like the final chorus, which again I was just all in. It just hit me more and more every time. And then the final kind of outro with ending on a nice dose of adrenaline. So yeah, it was just a really, really solid, well done song. All the performances were stellar. Vocalist, phenomenal job. Particularly, I'm going to say it again, in the verses, but also in the chorus and everywhere else. So very, very, very solid song. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So I'm looking super forward to the new album from these folks. Very talented bunch here. So yeah, that's that. That's Skull and Crossbones with Echoes of Eternity. Let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What do you think of this song here? Are you looking forward to the new album? Did you listen to their previous album or subsequent music or prior music to that even? But yeah, I enjoyed their previous album, and I'm looking forward to the new one. This song is a great indicator that there's good things to come from these folks. So yeah, let's talk about Skull and Crossbones in the comments. I'll catch you next time. Ranger out.